Suicide is a very serious issue, something we need to make sure that we address. Anytime there's maybe any sign of it, even the smallest sign is something that we need to make sure that we address. With 43 or 4,400 students on this campus, we need to make sure that we reach out to
everyone. I feel like suicide, it crosses people's minds, a lot more people than you really think. And there's always help for people who feel that way.
I feel that suicide should not be the answer to someone's problems, and someone should never have to resort to doing that.
I think that people go through suicide because to escape their problems. Like, you shouldn't hold your problems into yourself. You need to talk to other people.
People are battling difficult things, depression, and challenges in their lives, and it's something that is preventable.
Feel like they're bullied all the time, and they just don't know where to go. Like, they don't have anybody to talk to. They're all alone. They're just isolated themselves, and they feel like that's the only escape.
I think it's a feeling of hopelessness, a feeling of loneliness, people not understanding where you're coming from or how you feel. It's hard to place one specific reason because it's a case-by-case basis. Everybody has different experiences in life, different beliefs. I also feel that the main reason why I've encountered a lot of suicidal teens is because of the loss of a loved one, and losing that person, there's this huge void in their life, and they don't see that void ever filling back up again. And the thought of life without that loved one is a very miserable thought. And that might be one of the reasons that might compel somebody to commit suicide.
I think part of the reason why is maybe not having someone to talk to, no one to reach out to, or no one really listening to their cry. Because I think a student or a person who maybe is contemplating suicide, they make quite a few attempts to let it be known to folks. And I think when people ignore it and people don't address it, that's when it happens, because it comes like, well, you know what, no one cares, no one's listening to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and
that they've hit the end of the rope, that they have come to a point in their lives where they think they've tried everything and that they don't see any open doors or any other avenues to go down, and this is kind of the last resort.
I just wanna be okay.
Well, I believe the best way we can help prevent suicide is talk to somebody who we feel like they might start be going down a certain slope. Like if they show anything like a slight different mood, like one day they're okay and the next day they're all sad and the next day they're all energetic again, we should probably pick that up as a hint something's going wrong. Or if they're not talking or something along those lines, we should probably help them out as soon as possible.
Talking about it, being aware of it, being educated, not seeing it as a taboo in our society. And I mean, even here at Poly, we have the care center, and although we don't have that much, there aren't that many, there are not that many counselors that are available, but it's still there. It's, I mean, the doors are always open.
If they don't want to talk to you and you think it might be a little bit too much for you to control, then you need to go to an adult. And then if we don't have answers, then we call the professionals. There's all different types of people that are involved in trying to stop suicide. So, you can go to the friend, you can go to adults, you can go to your parents, whatever you need.
I think the biggest thing is being a great listener, really looking for any signs, change in moods, personality, just like total shifts in the person's, in their well-being.
By talking about it and just encouraging the victim and telling them that, showing them that there's other ways out of the situation other than the one they think it is. So I think just talking about it and encouraging that there is a way out.
I think we can help prevent suicide by making sure that when we see people that we know or not even not know, and they look like they're having a bad day, you can always let them know, hey, hi, because a hi and a hello and a smile can always help someone out. And we all should be a friend to someone, so I think that if you see someone and you think that you can help them some way and you got something to say, go ahead and tell them, because it could make their day and it could help them save their life.
Help by letting people know what services are available to them, what supports are available to them. If they are in that dark place?
Listen. I think that's the key.
Let's begin
Suicide
now.
is preventable.
Suicide is preventable.
Suicide is preventable.
Suicide
I woke up this morning
Suicide is preventable.
and I said,
Suicide is preventable.
you know,
Suicide is preventable.
Suicide's preventable.
waiting around the ups and downs.
Suicide is preventable.
Suicide is preventable.
Suicide's preventable.
Suicide is preventable. Suicide is preventable.
Suicide is preventable. Suicide is preventable. Suicide is preventable.
Suicide is preventable.